Hello and welcome to Sparrows Lane. I am here today to check out the Wildcat session that is being hosted by Charlton Athletic Community Trust. Wildcat sessions are for 5 to 11-year-old girls taking their first steps into football. It's all about playing the game, having fun and making friends. I'm really pleased to say that joining me this evening we have first team goalkeeper Sian Rogers. We're going to find out a little bit about her journey into football and do a Q&A with the players who are coming down today. So without further ado, let's go and catch up with Sian. Sian, it's great to have you here this evening. First things first, how did your journey in football start?
Well, as I said, it's great to be here, and I think these kind of initiatives are really important for young girls, and for me it's something I wish I'd have had growing up. But I was still quite fortunate enough to have a young girls team that formed at the time when I wanted to start playing, but we had to play against boys, so it's nice for young girls to have these opportunities to come down and be with girls at their own age at the same maybe level and try and progress and enjoy the game a little bit more.
What's your first memory of having a football? Was it your mum and dad influencing you? Siblings?
I'd probably say just seeing my dad play as a youngster. I'd go and watch him. He used to play Saturdays and Sundays.
You mentioned your dad there. He was a goalkeeper, right? So did you ever have any choice about what position you could go on to play, or was it always going to be in between the sticks?
Well, this is quite funny. Whenever I get asked about this story, he was actually my coach for the first team that I played for, and we got asked who wanted to go in goal, and no one put their hand up, and I was just like, right, I'll put my hand up, I'll take one for the team, and you know what, once I've done it, I can then play outfield. But then I actually had a really good game, and then after that I just kind of stuck with it, and I'm glad I did.
Do you know what's really funny about the goalkeeper role? Because for me, I always loved football. My dad took me to games and stuff like that, but at school there just was no football at all, and there was the whole stereotype of girls don't play football, and I actually got sent home from school once for trying to play with the boys. But anytime you did get the opportunity on the playground, it was always right, yeah, you can come and play with us, but you've got to go in goal. And it's quite funny now how the game has progressed, and in particular in recent seasons the goalkeeping role has progressed as well. When you look at Mary Earps and what she's done for the sport as a whole, it's come a long way in a short space of time, I feel.
Definitely, like you said, when you would play with the boys, they'd always want to put you in goal, and for me I didn't mind that because I ended up being
so good at it.
Yeah, it ended up being my position. So eventually they'd be like, Sian, come out the goal. But it was just something that I enjoyed doing. And like you said, the role of a goalkeeper's changed so much in such a short space of time, and I've seen it progress from when I first started to where it is now, and it's just making sure that myself and other professionals continue to push it and make it a role that people want to actually play in.
Let's go and check out this session here. As well as being a professional footballer, you've done a bit of coaching as well, and you were telling me earlier you used to take Wildcat sessions like this.
Yeah, so obviously when I was still part-time, this was when I was at Aston Villa. Funnily enough, I did community work for Wolves Community Trust, so like this we could do sessions of the evening, Wildcat sessions with young girls.
That must have been so rewarding to use all of your experience and all of your coaching expertise to help girls in this age range as well, between 5 to 11. They must have absolutely loved you being their coach.
Yeah, I'd always get the question, why are you playing for Villa and not Wolves? I'd constantly be getting that, but it was nice to obviously work in that side of it, and obviously having my influence of my playing on young girls, and obviously trying to encourage them to obviously continue to keep playing football. What
did you find perhaps the key things to getting the girls enthusiastic and coming week in, week out?
I think it's just, as I said, just making it fun and making them enjoy it. Even if it's just a small thing that they enjoy, it might be that, and that's why they come back the following week and just continue to coming back, and they can build probably friendships that they'll probably have when they get older as well.
Well, it certainly looks like this group are having some fun, some penalties being taken. So let's go and have a little look and say hello to everyone. Maya, Freya, it's fantastic to see you here at tonight's Wildcat sessions. First things first, tell me, why do you love coming down to training here?
Because I'm with my friends, and then I can really learn new skills. I just love football.
I'm so glad that you love football. Tell me, how did you first start playing?
So my mum was a PE teacher, and she just inspired me.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
What position do you play?
Striker.
So you score lots and lots of goals?
Yeah.
Oh, I love to hear that. And I can see that you're a Charlton Athletic supporter as well. So how cool is it to come down to the training ground where the players train and perfect your skills and get better as well?
Yeah, it's really good. And also, I really like playing football as well. And it's fun when all your friends can support you and make you feel good about yourself in football.
Well, I've got Kelly, Freya's mum, alongside me, and we met your daughter earlier today, and she said that you're her inspiration for playing the game. How does that feel?
Oh, really good. Really, really good. It's nice. It's nice that she enjoys it as much as I do. I mean, there's no place she'd rather be than playing football, so to come here on a Wednesday night and also during the holidays, she loves it.
I can imagine when, you know, you're wanting your daughter to go and play sport, there's lots of reasons for doing that. Of course, enjoying the game is one thing, but she's so confident as well. Do you find that playing sport is helping her to develop that?
Oh, definitely, definitely. Social skills, communication, listening even, working with others, you know. It's brought her on, and it has improved her confidence as well. Not only here in football, but also in school. I feel that it's improved her as well.
So I've got Emma Jean's dad alongside me here. I mean, it's fantastic to see the girls playing with smiles on their faces. I just wondered, as a dad bringing your daughter along to these sessions, what does it mean?
Well, first and foremost, she enjoys it. But, she wouldn't do it if she didn't enjoy it. You know, on a cold Wednesday evening, you know, she still wants to come along and run around with her mates and play games and, you know, it's not only playing the game, they get used to sort of sharing and, you know, communication and running around together, keeping fit, and it's just a great sport. You know.
Lucy, thank you so much for having us down here this evening. Many, many, many moons ago, I used to come along to the Charlton Athletic Community Trust holiday courses. It was the only place as a young girl living in where I did in South-East London that I could come and play football. And to see how many girls are taking part today on a rather chilly evening, it's huge testament to the progress that the game has made, but also those foundations that have been a part of this football club for a really long while. Tell us about what is going on tonight and the pathway that is in place for girls to enjoy football.
Yeah, you make a really good point. So we, in recent years, started off just setting up just a couple of girls only sessions, and we've eventually branched out to where we've got 3 separate girl sessions all running alongside each other. So just behind us here we've got our Wildcats session, which is for the youngest age group, 5 to 11 years old, and the idea is as they get older than that, they'll move up to our next session, which is for the squad girls, so 12 to 14 year olds, and then again, if they're too advanced for that, they can move up to our development centre. So the idea is we're trying to get girls in and playing football as early as possible and kind of create that pathway for them. I suppose the dream is to have some of the girls eventually playing for Charlton one day, really.
The pathway is so strong, isn't it? Because you've got this here where the community trust kind of takes a recreational angle, gets the girls in, having fun, making friends and so on, linking into the RTC, and then obviously the first team environment. And having Sian here this evening was incredible as well. The girls had lots of questions for her, and having that role model and that ability as a football club to bring an inspirational player into the mix as well must be fantastic.
Yeah, I think Charlton have always sort of been front runners in terms of women's football anyway. I mean, if you think back to when we were kids, like you say, women's football wasn't really televised as much. You couldn't really see those role models. So now for the girls to actually meet a player and speak to them firsthand, it's a really good example of seeing what you can be when you grow up and sort of having a very visible role model.
Growing up, I think for me, the FA Women's Cup final was the only game. It was like Christmas Day, the one day of the year when women's football would be on TV. Charlton Athletic would always be in the final.
Always.
But now for these young girls, it's normalised to pop the TV on and to see the Lionesses on TV, or to put on Sky Sports and see a WSL match, to watch Charlton Athletic on FA Player. Do you think that visibility is helping increase the numbers?
Absolutely. I think women's football is just so much more accessible now. Even if you look at when girls physically go to the matches, it's very different to the men's matches in terms of the female footballers will actually stay after the game and chat to fans and take pictures, sign autographs. So they create a real relationship with their young female fan base, which I think creates a bond and keeps the girls coming to watch them as well.
I wish I was 5 years old again so I could get involved.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. It's good to see so many girls just enjoying football. I think one of the dads said it earlier, it's not about how good they are, it's just getting them to enjoy it and make friends and realise that actually football is a fantastic place for girls to be. It's not just for boys.
It's a sport for everyone, that's for
exactly
sure.
that.
Brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank you.